So this comment goes back to a video I did quite a while back that was giving evidence from a mostly Greek and Roman perspective, historical evidence from ancient historians that Jesus existed. And here's the thing. Nowadays, there's so much evidence that Jesus actually walked on this earth that atheist and Christian scholars alike know he existed. The debate really is whether or not he's God, whether or not he actually did those miracles. Not that he existed, but this comment is saying, it really would be better evidence if you could produce Hebrew historians. My friends, we can, and we do. So we have James, the brother of Jesus, who wrote a book. And we have all these books in one central location for your convenience. We also have Matthew and John, who walked with Jesus during his 3-year ministry. We have John Mark, who was a friend of Jesus's ministry. We have Luke, and that's an interesting perspective because Luke was actually a Gentile. He wasn't a Jew, yet he used the historical process to talk to Mary, the mother of Jesus, to get her perspective on Jesus's life. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are historical books through the historical method that give places and people that we can refer back to even today and see that it's evidence that Jesus actually existed. Now, some people say that those historical books, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, are actually historical fiction. But historical fiction as a genre didn't start for hundreds of years after that. So those were actually historic books. And the last perspective we have is the Hebrew of Hebrews himself, Paul. He was a Pharisee, and he actually hunted Christians until he had a powerful experience with Jesus. So my friends, if you're looking for a Hebrew perspective on whether or not Jesus existed, we have it in the Bible, the New Testament scripture. So my friends, go look at that. And if you want to start reading a Jewish perspective, I suggest the book of Matthew. So my friends, I love you, and God's got this.